reporter. Up next, we have Pallavi, who's written to us from Nagpur. She says she can spend about 10 to 12,000 rupees a month, and the plan she's looking for is a health insurance family plan. She wants to know which plan she could be looking to buy. So she's a 28-year-old housewife. She has a 32-year-old husband as well as a 4-month-old child. So in her initial query to us, Pallavi had actually written to us that she is looking for this as an investment. So let me tell you before I even toss it over to Hemant that please don't look at it as an investment. Look at it for what it is, which is a risk cover. But Hemant, in terms of policies, what would you like to recommend?
Well, I think, Sumera, first thing I would like to say that when we talk about, health insurance, it's an integral part of the risk management in the financial planning process. I mean, when we talk about, risk management, we talk about basically life insurance, health insurance, and also creating an emergency reserve. So I think having a health insurance is very, very important. And I think it's equally important to also choose the right product and also have the right quantum. As for the information that she has given, it appears that it's a young family, it's a small family. So my recommendation would be that she should look for a family floater health plan, I think, which will be ideal for 3 of them. A couple of plans that she can consider. One is Optima Restore of Apollo Munich she can consider. The second one is the Family First of Max Bupa. As you rightly said, when we talk about investment, I think we need to realize that insurance and investment are 2 different products, especially when we talk about health insurance and life insurance. If she is looking at investing for the long term, apart from this, she can consider investing through SIP in well-diversified equity fund. And a couple of funds that I can recommend for her is, IDFC Premier Equity, in ICICI Focus Blue Chip, and Reliance Equity Opportunity. So if she separates these 2, buys the right product, I think she can secure the health of the family and also create wealth for the family.
Okay, well, that's a personal finance query coming in. Let's hop across to Neha.
Up next, R. Agarwal has written to us from Bangalore. He says he wants to invest a lump sum of 10 to 15 lakh rupees in mutual funds. He's a long-term investor. He's, I think, retired, if I'm not mistaken. He's 61 years old, and he wants to know which would be the good funds that he should invest in. Hemant, we don't have the caller on the line with us, but is it a good idea that he invests this money as a lump sum, or do you think he put it in another plan, withdraw from it regularly, and use that as an SIP?
Well, I think, Sumera, 2 important things from the information that he has given. One is that he wants to invest for the long term. Usually when we talk about investing for the long term, the recommendation is that you should go for well-diversified equity fund because you need to beat inflation. But I think apart from the fact that you're investing for the long term, one has to also look at the personal situation. In this case, he is retired. At the same time, it doesn't mean that he has to make his portfolio very, very conservative because he still has to contend with inflation there. So my recommendation would be that he can look at balanced fund. These funds typically invest around 65% in equity and the rest in debt. The debt will bring some kind of stability to the return, and the equity portion will help him beat inflation. So I think hybrid fund would be apt for him. As far as investing strategy is concerned, because he's investing for the long term, investing through SWP, or STP rather, will not be a great idea for a simple reason, because if you take another 2-3 years to invest that money systematically, you are actually reducing your time horizon. The fact that you're investing for a long term, and we expect the market to do well going forward, so my recommendation would be that he can invest as lump sum, and if possible later on to add some more amount to it, which will be, I think, a good strategy. A few funds that he can look at in this category. One is HDFC Balance Fund. Then he can look at ICICI Balance Fund, and the third fund he can look at is Tata Balance Fund. So these 3 funds he can look because he wants to invest around 10 to 15 lakhs.
Okay, all right. That's a personal finance query coming in. Let's get back to...
Hi, welcome back. The market is holding steady, so let's answer some queries on your stocks. Prabhakar is now on the line with us from Rajasthan. Hi, Prabhakar.
Hello.
Hi, what's your question?
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मुझे इक्विटी फंड में कुछ निवेश करना है और लॉन्ग टर्म बेसिस पर करना है, जैसे 10 years 15 years.
अच्छा, और कितना पैसा आप सोच रहे हैं हर महीने लगाने का?
ये 5% SIP है, 5,000 या 7,000 मतलब.
ओके, ठीक है. और ये 10 साल से ज्यादा के लिए, राइट?
Yes.
Okay, Hemant, what's your advice for him? He's looking to invest between 5,000 to 7,000 rupees monthly in an equity fund.
प्रभाकर, क्योंकि आपको हर महीने पैसा लगाना है और आपका 10 साल के लिए पैसा लगाना है, तो आपने जो एसेट क्लास चुनी है इक्विटी वो बिल्कुल सही है, क्योंकि जब आप इतने लंबे समय के लिए इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं आपको उतना रिटर्न मिलना चाहिए कि आप इन्फ्लेशन से ज्यादा कमा सकें। तो आपके जो एसेट एलोकेशन जो आपने चुना है वो बिल्कुल सही है। और इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए सबसे सही तरीका है सिस्टमैटिकली इन्वेस्ट करना, क्योंकि ज्यादातर जब हम इक्विटी की बात करते हैं तो हम घबराते हैं क्योंकि इक्विटी मार्केट में वॉलेटिलिटी होती है। जब आप रेगुलरली इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो वॉलेटिलिटी एक्चुअली आपके फेवर में काम करती है, क्योंकि आपको एवरेजिंग का फायदा होता है। तो 5,000 के लिए मैं आपको 2 फंड रेकमेंड करूंगा। एक आईडीएफसी प्रीमियर इक्विटी फंड है, इसमें आप 3,000 पे इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। ये फंड प्राइमरीली मिड कैप और लार्ज कैप स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट करता है। और दूसरा फंड जो है वो आईसीआईसीआई फोकस ब्लू चिप, जैसा कि नाम से पता चलता है ये ब्लू चिप कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट करता है। यहाँ पे आप 2,000 पे इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। तो ये दोनों फंड में अगर आप अपने टाइम होराइजन के लिए इन्वेस्ट करें और अगर आप कंटिन्यूसली इन्वेस्ट करते रहें तो आप अच्छी खासी वेल्थ बना सकते हैं।
Within this, Hemant, you would advise that he go for the growth option or the dividend payout option?
Well, Suman, I think the fact is that, you're investing for a period of 10 years to accumulate wealth. So it makes sense to go for growth option, because when you opt for dividend option, you keep getting some money and you'll spend that money. So, the basic purpose of accumulating, will not be served. So the best option would be to go for growth.
Okay, growth option is the one coming in, and IDFC Premier Equity Fund as well as ICICI Prudential Focus Blue Chip Equity Fund has been what is recommended. But let's go across.
On that note, we'll thank our two experts, Vishal and Hemant, for joining in today to advise our viewers. And we'll also wrap up on your stocks. Do remember to keep sending us your stock queries posted on our Money Control message board. Stay tuned. Closing bell will join you for the last hour of trade.
Cnbc TV 18, celebrating 15 years of leadership.